I do for a living. It's what I enjoy, and I've been training clients for 32 years of my life. So the things that are going to increase the inflammation, guys, in the human body the most, and this is detrimental for you guys, and I just want to let you know why. Because inflammation is now the driver and is linked to every major disease on earth. The minute you let this inflammation get so bad in your body, and by inflammation, I mean pain and soreness and any type of issue in the human body that causes you pain or soreness, what's going to happen, guys, is it's going to get you to the next level of either heart disease, which is called CVD, or cancer, which we know is the number 2 death expectancy on the planet, or a stroke, or type 2 diabetes, or Alzheimer's, or dementia. Inflammation actually causes them all, guys. So we want to be very careful. Hey, AB said best stream ever. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much. And guys, I love chatting about it. I love actually your questions. And I love when people also come in and they give out information and educate me, because I learn new things every day, guys. I really do, honestly. So the number 1 food that increases inflammation is something called industrial seed oils, or vegetable oils. Now, they're in everything on the grocery shelf. If you guys and we all went to the grocery store right now, everybody here on my Instagram and TikTok live, and we went to the grocery store and we just picked 100 items like this, and we threw it into our cart, and we just picked random items. Almost all of them would have 80 to 90% of their ingredients from industrial seed oils, okay? Those are high omega-6 poly and mono saturated fats. They're called MUFA and PUFAs. Those are not good for your body. As much as the government and big food and big pharma keeps telling you guys, oh yeah, vegetable oil is so good to cook in. You should eat canola oil every day. You should eat rapeseed. You should eat sunflower, safflower, palm oil, peanut oil, cottonseed oil. You should eat soybean oil. All that stuff is so good for you. The people that are eating that food, guys, are increasing the LDLs in the human body. Those are called low density lipoproteins. Those are high saturated fats. When you eat those vegetable oils, you're also lowering your HDLs in the human body. Those are high density lipoproteins. Those are the ones that are heart healthy. So we want to actually do the opposite, guys. What happened to your eyes? Crazy shit. I almost got in a car accident. Somebody cut me off. I hit my brow here on the steering wheel and cut it open quite bad. I didn't go for stitches. I should have. Luckily, I had one of those Band-Aids in my house that are like those little stitch things, and it closed it up completely. So yeah, I got the bruise from that, bro. It's almost been 3 weeks. Yeah, the guy just cut us off and drove away. So of course, you know how much that fucking sucks, right, bro? Sandra's in the house. Sandra, good to see you, my friend. So guys, when you're eating omega-6 fatty acids, and like I said, go to the grocery store and start looking at the ingredient. And what happen, my friends, is you're going to find even a product like peanut butter has 4 or 5 industrial seed oils in it that are unnecessary. Tony is 100%. Calgary drivers are some of the worst. I agree. And it's getting bad, guys. I almost got in another accident yesterday. I'm not kidding, guys. People don't know how to drive in this country, but I'm going to say Alberta could be one of the worst provinces for drivers too, only because I live here, guys. But I'm agreeing with Tony 100%. So guys, what happens when they put all these industrial seed oils in the products, and they're putting them in there because they want to get rid of them? I'm sure you guys watched my video on the history of industrial seed oils. Back in the 1940s, they were used for hydraulic fluids in cars and in engines. Once they got to the point where they had too much, soybean, cottonseed oil, palm oil, safflower, sunflower, rapeseed oil, canola oil, peanut oil, they wanted to get rid of it, and they had nothing to do with it. So it was Crisco Oil was the first company on earth that actually started lying in their advertisements, paying the guys who actually put out all the research and information on heart health and saying that they were healthy for you, and they would lower your cholesterol, and they would increase your HDLs, and they would help decrease your LDLs. It was all bullshit, guys. It's actually been scientifically proven that the science was never actually done, and people, excuse me, people were taking it and just listening to their advertisements, which is really sad. So now, let's fast forward 50, 100 years later, and people are sick and dying because everything you eat is full of omega-6 industrial seed oils that aren't fit for humans. So the first thing you're going to do, guys, to lower inflammation in the human body, and we talked about my man here's knee, is stop eating industrial seed oils. So anything that contains high MUFA and PUFA or omega-6 fatty acids. Everything I mentioned is on that list. So you're going to have to do an inventory in your house. And I know some people have some snacks in their house that they actually don't always eat, okay? They're just snacks. I get it. But the things that you're putting into your body on a daily basis, you're going to have to make sure there's none of these omega-6 fatty acids in there. Now, Nicole, my friend, is just saying I only am using olive oil and avocado oil. Those are two really good choices, Nicole. However, they need to be certified organic and in a glass dark bottle. I just did a video last week on avocado oil. You probably want to watch. I think it had 100,000 views on Facebook. Every avocado oil that was tested was full of phthalates, okay? I don't know if you know what a phthalate is, but that's a forever chemical that never leaves your body, and it's a known human carcinogen. So I'm actually not buying avocado oil anymore, guys. I'm gonna just stick to my grass-fed butter, my beef tallow, and I do use coconut oil from time to time. I just don't know if I trust it, guys. Sandra said Jason just mentioned motor oil just with different names. I did. Guys, all those things were used as motor oil and hydraulic fluids in cars, and now they have no use for them. So what Big Food and Big Pharma did with direction from your government in every country on the planet is put them in all your food products, and corn oil is in there too, guys. So we want to lower the omega-6 intake because if you guys, and you don't have to remember this, guys, but for the human body to work properly, and we've got about 1 trillion cells in our body. Everything that becomes healthy in the human body breaks down to the cellular level. Without your cells in your heart, you're dead. You can't live. So the cellular structures, guys, for them to be healthy, and every cell in your body has a bilipid layer of fat that surrounds it. That bilipid layer allows things to come in and out of the cell, and it allows the organelles inside the cells, such as your mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell that uses all your fuel and burns all your fat. All of those bilipid layers, guys, for you to be healthy, have to stay healthy. They will keep the bacteria, the fungus, the parasites, the worms out of the cell, and they will let the good things in the cell. For that to happen, my friends, you need a 2-1-1 ratio of omega-369. So I'm going to use my blue chips. It's a 2-1-1 ratio. Let's say the blue is omega-3 and the green is 6 and the other green is 9. It's got to be a 2-1-1 ratio or higher or lower. It can be anything as long as it's 2-1-1. So I'll give you an example. It could be 20 to 10 to 10. No problem. It could be 50 to 10 to 10. What it cannot be, guys, it's got to be 2-1-1 or higher of omega-369. Guess what omega-6 intake is right now for humans? Does anybody want to guess how much more omega-6 than omega-3 we're eating as a species right now as humans because of them putting motor oil and hydraulic fluid into your food, and you don't even know it, guys. Most people don't even know that. Tyson's asking about animal fats, lards. Can you cook with it? You can cook with lard, 100%, guys. Lard is very similar to beef tallow. It's almost the same thing, guys. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Sandra says quality beef tallow and duck fat improves the taste of food. It does, guys. You can get duck fat, you can get beef tallow. You can get duck fat at almost every Asian market here in Calgary. And we have 2 of them that are really good. And I like going to T&T Market, and there's another one. You just have to ask a lot of questions of where the products come from. That's what we need to focus on, guys. Where do they come from? What were they fed? What were they injected with? Because you're taking the fat out of that animal to cook with. That's why grass-fed butter and beef tallow that's organic is beautiful. And they do come in glass jars like this too. AB said, great info. Damn, I didn't know these things about omega ratios. Guys, I studied, right? I have a master's degree in nutrition, but I learned this even in my first degree of nutrition, that you need this omega-369 ratio, or you get arachidonic acid produced in the body, which increases inflammation immediately, and that's how you get Like again, guys, I'm not trying to be negative ever, but the #1 cause of death on earth is CVD. The #2 cause of death is cancer. The #3 cause of death is stroke. All three of those things are from your high inflammation. If you lower your inflammation, balance out the blood pressure and the cholesterol, you're winning, guys. You are thriving instead of surviving. So I was asking you guys to take a guess. What is the percentage, guys? How many more percent of omega-6 are we eating than omega-3 every day? Let's not even worry about omega-9. Let's just worry about the 3 and 6 because those are the two most popular. Does anybody want to guess in a percentage how much more omega-6 we eat as a species now? Let's not count Japan because they don't do this. Hey, buddy. They eat a lot of seaweed, they eat a lot of raw salmon and wild-caught salmon, and they eat a lot of Wagyu beef, which is grass-fed. Tons of omega-3 in the foods I just mentioned. So I got some good answers here. I got some good guesses, guys. I got a 70% from AB. I got 100% from Mike. You guys are both so close. Do we have any other guesses, or should we just move on? Oh, look who's eating raw salmon right now. My son's hungry, and what does he pull out for a snack? Wild-caught salmon from British Columbia right in our backyard, and it is delicious. I'm gonna have some too after, guys, 100%. Do you want some rice crackers with that and some avocado? No? He's good.
Just crackers. Maybe.
Crackers, okay. Can you grab them? They're right at the top there. I always have organic rice crackers in my house because they taste so good with raw salmon. Tony, omega-3 is good. This salmon right here is pure omega-3, guys. There's like no omega-6 and 9 hardly at all in there. That is a higher than 2-1-1 ratio, the exact ratio humans need. With all the processed foods, it could be 90%. I know, it's so good. So here's the thing. It's about 50 to 60 times, guys. It's not as high as you guys thought, but damn, were you close. Now, here's the thing. It was 50 or 60% in 2022. That was the statistics, okay? Because I work for a heart health company, so we get all the statistics, right? It could be 80 or 90 by now, guys. It totally could be, right? Like, I know the smell's making me want to eat, but I want to finish my conversation with you guys first. You can eat wild salmon probably 3 or 4 times a week. AB, you don't want to eat it every day, okay? And I'm telling you this because of the PCBs, the dioxins, and all the heavy metals that come out of the water. Even though this is wild-caught, beautiful, raw, fresh fish from British Columbia, which is very close to my house. Hey, King Kong, what's up on Instagram? Good to see you, buddy. Happy Thursday. I hope you're having a great day. You're still going to get some contaminants from the water, guys. Just so everybody knows, there's no clean waterways on Earth. It doesn't matter where you go. You could go to Baikal Skullcap Island in Russia, or you could go to the Klamath Lake in Oregon, and none of them are going to be completely clean. Hey, my girl Zania, I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for coming into my Instagram live. What's going on, guys? Happy Thursday. So guys, do salmon like 3-4 times a week, okay? So we want to be eating a 2-1-1 ratio every day to get the cells healthy. What humans are doing is they're eating 50 to 60 times the amount of omega-6 to omega-3. Once you do that, just if you have one meal a day like that, you automatically imbalance the hormones in the human body, and you guys can look up yourselves what arachidonic acid if you want in the cells. That's like me pulling a lighter out of my drawer, and I'm sure I have one somewhere around here, but it's like taking out a lighter or lighting a match, and your whole body just goes poof, and it gets inflamed immediately. So one of these things you need to do is stop eating omega-6 fatty acids. So that's number one, guys. That's your number one thing to lower inflammation in the body. Now, I don't know if I called it number 1 in my video or number 2 or number 3, but it's the worst, guys, 100%. So are omega-3 supplements okay? This is a wonderful question by Tony. I'm going to show you what's okay, Tony, okay? There are 2 organic liquid supplements in glass bottles. So you guys understand why I told that other lady to buy her avocado and olive oil organic in a dark glass bottle. The minute I open this bottle, if any heat, light, or oxygen get into this bottle, and there's actually a filter on this so none of that happens, and it's in a dark amber bottle on purpose, it starts to oxidize and make this oil rancid. Every oil on earth is the same. It doesn't matter what it is. Canola oil, fish oil, avocado oil. Any oil that has light, heat, or oxygen applied to it becomes rancid in the bottle because it starts to oxidize. Most fish oils are already rancid in their bottles, guys. If you ever take a fish oil or bite into a fish oil cap and burp that up or have these smelly fish oil, that oil is already rancid. There is only 2 supplements on this earth, and I've been working in the supplement industry for 25 years. There's only 2 supplements on this earth that I recommend for omega-369. One of them is Nutri-C, made by Ascenta, and they got bought out, and now they're called Nature's Way. This is an omega-369 supplement that I take every day. If you guys haven't been watching my lives, I'm 50 years old. I'm on no medication. I just had 7 vials of blood done 6 weeks ago. My functional doctor, who is from Calgary, Alberta, has never seen anybody's cholesterol better than mine in her whole life as a practitioner. That's how amazing my cholesterol is, my LDLs, my HDLs, and my CRP. Yeah, just leave it over here, buddy. I'll put it away after. So I take this every day, guys. So this is an amazing product. For my American friends, it's going to be cheaper for you guys to buy a supplement called Nordic Naturals. It's the same company, same quality of a company. They're the only 2 companies that actually test their fish oil to make sure there's no synthetic junk in there and there's less PCBs, dioxins, heavy metals, and all the toxic garbage from the ocean. Now, just so you guys know, in fish oil bottles like this, they're tiny little fish like sardine and anchovies. They're very high in the food chain. They don't live a long life, so they don't have a lot of chemicals in them in the first place. You'll have to do that yourself, though. I don't have time right now.
Where's the sticker?
In the drawer. Yeah, I don't have time to do that right now, but I'll help you after if you want to wait 10 minutes, or you can get it yourself. My man's starving over here. So, guys, these little fish die very quickly and get eaten up by the big fish. The larger the fish you eat, the more toxic chemicals, because it's lived longer and it's been in that toxic ocean for a longer part of its life. So those are the 2 omega-3s that are the perfect balance of 369, and you won't have any problems. So Tony, you got to get yourself a good omega-369. Oh, thank you, AB. I know he's a cutie and he's hungry. Grab those crackers up there, buddy. Yeah, they're good with the salmon. Doesn't want the crackers. They're right there in front of you.
I want crackers.
He doesn't want crackers now. Hey, you too, Tara. If you got to go, have a great day. Sandra said my optometrist takes that too. It's the best fish oil I've ever seen, guys. So you also want to be eating foods that are high in omega-3. Grass-fed beef, super high in omega-3. Salmon, super high in omega-3. The more foods you guys can eat to try to imbalance this imbalance we've created, you will feel much better. So the omegas are super important. The second thing that increases inflammation in the human body is sugar or processed allergen foods, okay? You could put them all 3 in the little circle right here. Sugar, white, refined, bleached, processed, packaged, man-made foods in a little plastic bag or a cardboard box, or any allergen food. So your wheat, gluten, dairy, soy, corn, nuts, yeast, eggs, egg whites, and whey protein. Those are your top 10 food allergens on the planet. They all drive up inflammation. So all dairy products, all wheat products with gluten in it will drive up inflammation. Anything white processed with sugar will drive up inflammation and create that same imbalance in the human body. So that's not a good thing, guys. We don't want that, right? Number 3 is alcohol. Guys, I don't drink that much, but when I drink on the weekends, I can feel pain in my body immediately, guys. It's nothing beneficial to drinking alcohol. I'm sorry, I said it. I like to have some wine out there once in a while too, but every time you drink, you get toxic poison put into the body. And if you're drinking wine, and you guys know the wine I drink because I showed you my organic wine when I made my roast on Monday, that has no tannins and no sulfites in it. Those are the things that increases inflammation in the human body. Now, if you have alcohol and combine it with sugar, it's even worse. If I wake up after a night of drinking or eating sugar, guys, I can hardly turn my neck, it's so bad in my bed, in my pillow, because it affects somebody worse when they're not doing it. So we had drinks and birthday cake twice last week, and I woke up and my neck was so stiff. Also, a couple of years ago, hey, Nelly, my girl, what's up? I hope you're having a good day. Come on in, Nelly. We hope you're having an awesome Thursday. A few years ago, I was on a holiday with my son, and we were in Mexico. And I thought, okay, I'm going to have some drinks. I'm going to eat some desserts because I'm always so healthy. Just let me do it for a couple days. After the third day, I thought I was going to have to go to the chiropractor, guys. And where are you going to find a chiropractor in Mexico, right? I'd probably have to pay $1,000 US. So I stopped it for 3 more days. And after 24 hours of no sugar and no alcohol, I felt like I could go run a marathon again. That's how fast it affects the human body with inflammation and soreness, guys. So cutting out these toxic things that rise up your inflammation, guys, it's a no-brainer. Starting to lower those things immediately and increase your omega-3 fatty acid intake is going to make a huge difference in your health, your energy, your libido, your stress, your sleep habits. Everything in your day will increase.